Hi everyone, thanks for watching this video. Dan Ranella here, Ranella Prosthetics and Orthotics. We're going to be talking today about solid ankle AFOs. A lot of times you get a question, hey, what are the different kinds of AFOs that are out there? Hi everyone, Dan Ranella, Ranella Prosthetics and Orthotics. We're going to be answering questions today about AFOs. A lot of times you get questions saying, what are the different kinds of AFOs that are available to people? And that's a great question. And as our way to try to help you understand that, we're going to go through a series of them one by one. And the reason why we do that is not to give you too much information, but at the same time, if we don't go through all of this, you'll never know what different kinds there are. So whether you're a therapist trying to learn more, or whether you're a doctor trying to learn more about bracing, or what kind of brace do I get for my patient, if you're a patient yourself and you're trying to learn what you're getting yourself into with an AFO, well, we're going to talk about that here. I actually think that they're great walking aids. I think they're absolutely underutilized. And the reason why that is because they're totally hidden by clothing. You know, the person who invented the walking cane has us beat in the marketing department because ours is totally hidden by pants and the walking cane just isn't. Also, we like AFOs because it keeps your, if you had to choose between one device or the other, I mean, if you had to, one of the pros of using an AFO would be the fact that you don't have to necessarily, occupy a hand. And that's important in a lot of ways for people. But anyways, in this video, we're going to be talking about solid ankle. They're called solid ankle AFOs. And the reason for a solid AFO is for somebody who has foot drop, so that's very important, but it does more than just foot drop. It is a means to also have as much influence almost as you can on the knee. A lot of times people with a foot drop have a weak knee, and we'll show you a picture here of what a solid ankle AFO looks like. If you can see in the picture, it's a side profile, and in the side profile, you'll see this one is just all one piece of plastic. And you might be wondering, how can that thing actually help? And it can, because it controls angles. And we'll talk a little bit about that in just a very simplified way. And as we move through our series on AFOs. Anyhow, solid ankle AFO treats foot drop. It also gives you side-to-side stability. A lot of times people will need that side-to-side stability in addition to just picking up their foot, basically. So almost any AFO treats foot drop. If you need more support than just your foot, if you think about your knee and whether it buckles forward on you, like you're going to give out and fall forward, or if it snaps back, then your upper leg muscles, just actually your thigh and your quadriceps, your hamstrings, those are a little weaker. Your knee might buckle or snap back. So the solid ankle AFO, this is the easiest way we try to explain this to people, is that if you were going to influence a baby tree from blowing in the wind, right? If you're going to try to stop that tree from blowing in the wind, you would hold a lot stronger at the bottom. And so what would happen? The top of the tree would not sway as much in the wind, right? Well, guess what? Your ankle, in a sense, is a lot of the same way. So if we hold at your ankle, we're going to lift up the foot, but also the knee above won't sway in the wind as much. So that's the benefit of a solid ankle AFO. We use all different kinds in our practice, but your orthotist may try to go one way or another. A lot of times also a solid ankle AFO is good. Those are usually custom-made AFOs, by the way. And we'll go more into that again in our blog here. But a solid ankle AFO is good for foot drop. It is good for side-to-side stability. And if you're someone who has a walking cane or a walker, you basically qualify because you have that because you don't want your balance isn't there. So an AFO could help that person. So that's basically it on a solid ankle AFO. These always need to go inside of a shoe whenever your foot is on the ground. These plastic braces or a carbon brace that we'll talk about later in this series, the AFOs don't have tread on them. And the reason you need to use a shoe is because the shoe has tread, right? So all of that needs to be considered. But just so you know, a solid ankle AFO is usually made for foot drop, yes, but also side-to-side stability. People often have this postural sway where they're going either way, and they would benefit from support in that way. And also knee instability. It's called the sagittal plane. The knee might buckle forward, okay, or it might snap back, and the holding the tree in the wind, like we were just talking about, can go a long way. I hope that video helped you. There's going to be many more. I hope that they all help you learn more about these. And I think that there are amazing braces, actually, that are absolutely underutilized. And I'm not saying that from a sales perspective. You don't have to see us. You can see anybody you want. But these braces are proven to help people stop falling, and they can go a long way for people. I know that, just for example, if one day when I'm older and if I have a foot drop myself, I'm going to highly consider using one of these devices for sure. Thanks for watching.